few hours ago, the Islamic State terrorists, ISWAP, aka the brothers and family members of Nuhu Ribadu, the National Security Advisor, aka the children of Sultan of Sokoto, aka the freedom fighters of Gumi, Sheikh Gumi, released a video of the atrocities they committed yesterday on the Nigerian state. Right now, the video is playing there. Please go and look for, you can find it with Sahara Reporter. This ISWAP released the video. They were the one that released the video. So it's not Nigerian state that released, no, they are the one that released the video. So if you have not seen this video, go and look for it. I will not want to play it because it's going to take time. I don't have time to waste. I do not have time to waste. So please look at this video. Go and look for it. You can find it with Sahara Reporters, and then you can watch it. But then it's playing here. It's playing here. Now I watched this video, and after watching the video, no, this is not the first time. This is not the second time. This is not the third time. It's not the 10th time. But there are some things that I observe with this video, and with the way the guys operate. And I want to talk about those things. There are 7 points that I want to talk about. Number one, these guys are very, very intentional with all forms of seriousness to achieve their goal. They are not going to play. Every time they go out or to go on a raid or to go and commit these atrocities, they don't go to play. They go out with all forms of seriousness. They are very intentional about their goal. They are very intentional about what they want to do. And when they go out, they don't negotiate. They don't try to, they don't negotiate. They go out with all terror. And they commit all terror on the Nigerian state. Number two, they don't take prisoners. They don't take prisoners. Even if they take prisoners, they'll still execute them. They don't take prisoners. They execute. They will, especially for a soldier, especially for a military man. They take the only reason why they'll keep you alive is if they need funds. If they need funds from their partners. Who is their partner? The Nigerian government. If they need more money from their partners, the Nigerian government, then they will kidnap some, keep you alive, so that when their partners release funds, that they cannot release. That is the only reason why they keep, why they will keep you alive. But the essence is to annihilate, to eliminate. So they will not take prisoners. When they take prisoners, it's because they need money. They need more resources. Their funds are getting low, so they need their partner, the Nigerian government, to pour in more money to them. Number three, they are having fun. I'm telling you, they are having fun. Everything they're doing, they're enjoying it. That is why they're enjoying it. They have the backup. They're enjoying it. They're enjoying it. Number four, they do not intend to stop anytime soon, and they will not stop anytime soon. And let me also tell you that majority of the oligarchs in the north are happy about this. This is why you find out that you will never see them protest against the atrocities of Boko Haram. You will never see them protest against the atrocities of Fulani henchmen. You will never see them protest against bandits. But you see them come out to protest against the US. You will find their leaders. I know some of them on Twitter. I know some of them on Twitter. It doesn't matter how much. Let them kill 500 persons in Nigeria today. They'll focus on talking about the evil of America and Israel. They are focused on America and Israel. Why? Because it is all playing. They're all working on the same script. They are all working on the same script. And I've always said, you cannot be ignorant at this time as a Nigerian. I'm telling you the truth. You cannot be ignorant at this time. That's why they don't bother. How many times have you seen them come out to talk about? No. It is all for one goal and for one goal alone. They will not stop. Not in the next 10 years, not in the next 20 years. Until they achieve their Islamization agenda. I'm telling you the truth. Most northern leaders want Nigeria to be Islamized. Most northern leaders, I'm telling you, most northern leaders, when I'm talking about leaders, I'm talking about political, traditional, religious-wise, most northern leaders and influential men want Nigeria to be Islamized. It is their goal. They want Sharia to be the sole law guiding, ruling Nigeria, and they want Nigeria to be Islamized. So these guys, what they're doing is not stopping the next 10 years. It's not stopping the next 20 years. It's not stopping the next 30 years. So you must know that. Number five, the Nigerian state and the northern elites are very passionate about what is happening. They love it. I'm telling you. You'll be saying, but some of them are being killed. See, you must understand something with the northerners. They can sacrifice a few. They can sacrifice a few for their own perceived greater good. They are willing to sacrifice a few of themselves for the greater good. They want Nigeria to be Islamized, so they're happy about it. That's why you don't see them really come out with full force. They have been on the street for the past 1 week, protesting against Israel, protesting against America, calling for the death of Israel and America. But not for once will they come out with such tenacity and intentionality to protest against them or to carry and to fight. 6. If a soldier from the south, if a soldier serving the Nigerian military in any capacity from the south, I want you to know one thing I want you today. Your life is being gambled. Your life, your dear life is being gambled. Believe me, believe it or not. Either you believe it or not. I know most of you are there. I know many that have reached out to me to give me some clues, to tell me some things. Many have told me, say, Apostle, this is exactly what you are saying is the truth. This is what they have been doing. This is what they have been doing. I know. Just know. I will not tell you what to do. I will not tell you either to live or to remain. That's your business. Do with this information whatever you like. But let me make you understand that the government, the Nigerian state, is gambling with your life. You are not a hero to them. As you are alive, you are not a hero. When you die, you are not going to be a hero because they will not even celebrate you. They will not even give you a proper burial. You can see what they did to your colleagues recently. They gathered them and threw them around like sardine. They don't care. They don't care. So you must understand that. Now, finally, to the church in Nigeria, God will bear me witness that during my own time, as a man serving in God's vineyard, as an apostle of Jesus, I keep talking about this in every single day. I've become a noisemaker on social media. And that is because when we look at some of the things happening, we see what some of you don't see. We understand what some of you don't understand. Sometimes we want to keep quiet so that they will not say this man of God is talking too much. But when we know what is coming for you, we are forced to still keep talking. And so I'm going to tell you, the Nigerian churches, listen to me again one more time. Listen to me one more time. The Nigerian churches, the Christians in Nigeria, the Christian Association of Nigeria, the politicized ones, the corrupt ones, and the ones that are standing well, because there are some that are doing well also. The PFN and every Christian association, I don't care whatever denomination you belong to. If you don't come together, organize a conference, hold a conference, and talk about how you are going to start, you are going to erect or establish Christian Security Network, CSN. That the church, not the government, that the church is going to finance, that the church is going to empower, not to attack anybody, not to be aggressive towards any religious group, but to protect the Christian communities and the church in Nigeria. I guarantee you, 20, 30 years from today, the fate of Christians in Nigeria is at stake. Some of you that understand what I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about. Most of the time we see these things, we understand it. We understand the problem. Some people know this I'm talking about too. If you don't begin to look for how you're going to push this proposal as an organization in Nigeria to the government to permit the establishment of Christian Security Network that will not attack any group or attack any religious group, no, but will be there armed at all times to defend the integrity and the safety of lives and properties of the Christian brethren and the church in Nigeria. God will hold you all accountable, and the fate of Christian in Nigeria will be at stake. I've said it before. I'm not afraid of no man. I've gone beyond the level in my life that I'm afraid of death. People always tell me for my life. Sometimes when I see people commenting, your life, God will protect you, I just look at it and laugh. Thank you for your prayers. But I died a long time ago, and I've told you before, you cannot kill a man that is dead. I died in Christ. The life I have now is the life of Jesus. If I live today, to live it is Christ. If I die, it is glory. In fact, it is expedient that if I'm here, as I'm here, I'm doing the Lord's work. But if I die, there are crowns of glory waiting for me. So I'm not bothered. My life is secured in God. Totally secured. If you don't do anything to help the brethren in Nigeria, if you don't look for a way to mitigate the gap, the wide gap between the churches in the south and the churches in the north, that most churches in the south have no idea. They are not connected to the reality of what is going to the churches in the north and the brethren in the north. God will hold you all accountable. Because for every platform you have been given, it is for to glorify God. If your brethren are going through this persecution, to Islamize them, to force them into Islam, to bow to demonic gods, blood-sucking God, you will see in that video, the guys kept shouting, Allahu Akbar, meaning that Allah is the greatest. They keep saying, Alhamdulillah, we thank the Lord. We thank Allah. Alhamdulillah, we thank Allah. They keep saying that we have been able to subdue the Nigerian military. Arne. They keep calling them Arne. And they keep saying Allahu Akbar. They keep reciting Quranic verses to back it up. You are the one that is praying. They are the one that is acting. If you don't do anything in the Nigerian churches again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I keep coming on. But if you don't do anything, the fate of the Christians in Nigeria is at stake. Organize a conference. Both Catholic, Protestant, Anglican, whatever you are, organize a conference. The leaders come to and begin to discuss this. God knows if I have the capacity, I will do this. I don't need your permission. The fate of Christians in Nigeria is at stake. The government will not end this. They are not interested in ending it. The Northerners are happy about it. As far as it is for the purpose of Islam, they want it. Forget about some of the hypocrites that come online. Sometimes they are willing to sacrifice some of their members to achieve this. Rise up, and act. God bless you.